Hello, my name is Monica Meeks. I am in the course IDTE 7914, Curriculum, Teaching, and Technology. This is my assignment number 3, Emerging Technology. The topic of my discussion today is it necessary for school-age students to take keyboarding coursework in order to be successful on today's digital tests and assessments? Let's dig in. I want to share some research I found on that topic. For starters, I want to share with you this document is titled the FAST ELA and Best Writing Test Design Summary. If I go up a little bit, I'm going to go to 10th grade. And this is a draft, and I'll explain why in a few minutes. You can see it gives the percent of the test and which particular reporting category will cover that percent. So as a teacher, this is a very informative document. If you have a test item that's 25 to 35% of the test versus one that's 35 to 50% of the test, you will most likely spend a little bit more instructional time on that one. And this goes all the way up from 3rd through 10th grade. But I want to, since this is a technology class, I want to focus on a particular sentence here, right here. It says, all FAST assessments are computer based. FAST stands for Florida Assessment of Student Thinking. And so it's testing the students' skills on the BEST, which is the best standards, which stands for benchmarks for excellent student thinking. And there's a writing portion and a reading portion for grades 4 through 8. Notice it says all assessments are computer based. So students are expected to not only do these different types of item types here that they mention, they call those hot texts, where students may analyze a reference piece. Multi-select is similar to multiple choice, evidence-based, and kind of flip back and forth to find evidence in a text. Table match, which looks like a grid, and multimedia, which means they may have a table or a graphic as a stimulus, or it may be a question item. Lots of information that students would not have energy with this type of rigor to focus on. How do I type my answer? They need to be able to express their skill for those particular standards without keyboarding being a hindrance. I want to share a couple of peer-reviewed articles I located. This one is titled Keyboarding Instruction, and this article compares techniques for improved keyboarding skills in elementary school. They use one titled Keyboarding Without Tears, and they compared some to some free web-based activities. But there's something in their abstract that I want to share, very important point, which is kind of the thesis of my message this evening. It says, in today's classroom, students are expected to produce handwritten work and computer-generated work as necessitated by the demands of assignments and testings. Students who have found difficulty with handwriting and keyboarding may face challenges meeting these student occupational demands. Not only, I agree with this author, but not only are students who struggle with handwriting are struggling on these tests, might struggle on these tests, but students in general, because there's not a lot of opportunities for students to use a keyboard. They do a lot of texting or maybe playing a video game. Those are different muscles. Another article so quite a bit of research is done on this. I want to share one other field search. Look at these great peer-reviewed articles here. One is about um, seeing a whole language approach to teaching functional literacy skills to the blind and disabled. But we also know that everyone is expected to test. And how do we know how well versed any of our students are on keyboarding? The relationship between keyboarding and self-regulating, second learners and how they respond to keyboarding, and examining the proficiency of L2 proficiency of keyboarding skills on scores. So it's a lot of great evidence out there about how keyboarding correlates with testing results, also students who have disabilities. And my main point I wanted to make is this is something that we should consider as educators is, are we setting students up for success, and are they able to compete fairly on computerized testing? Thank you for your attention.